Joining me now is Ken Gledhill, a seismologist from GNS. Ken, what can you tell us about this latest shock?
Well, it was about 20 kilometres almost directly east of Christchurch city itself and off the coast at pretty shallow depth, probably around 8k. Obviously, it's sort of lit up the area a bit, and we're seeing aftershocks rolling in now. Assume that some of them will be being felt.
And Ken, is this a surprise? This large... Is it an earthquake? Is it an aftershock?
Seems to be the pattern of this sequence of earthquakes that you get level and then it has another little go. So, I mean, this one is a little bit further from the city, but some of the kind of things we've seen in the past we'll see again. This was pretty similar size to the first earthquake on the 13th of June.
Right, and would you call this an aftershock or an earthquake? Is this still considered an aftershock?
Technically, scientifically, it's still considered an aftershock, but this is really like a series of earthquakes that have been set off by what happened in September 2010. An aftershock is just an earthquake that follows another earthquake. It's an earthquake in its own right.
And what would you expect now to see in the coming days?
In the coming days, the most likely scenario is that there'll be a series of aftershocks in a similar location, and they will gradually drop off like we saw after June. So
going into Christmas, would people be best to stay at home? What would you suggest people do in the wake of this latest aftershock?
Well, the people in Christchurch probably know more about how to cope with earthquakes than I do. It's really a matter of carrying on what they've been doing now for over a year.
Right, so no need to change it, especially what they're doing. It's just another one of those things, more damage and obviously a little bit of a shock for quite a few people that were heading into Christmas.
Yeah, it's been reasonably quiet over the last few weeks, so I mean, a lot of people, I'd heard conversations that, you know, it's finally dying down, we can get back to normal. Well, this is just a reminder that this area is now more active than it was before September 2010.
And do you think people have been lulled into a false sense of security then?
Oh, I don't think so. I mean, we've been saying that this kind of thing could carry on happening for some time. It's a difficult position for us. We are sort of doing the best we can with the situation and the amount of information we have. But obviously, it's a long series of earthquakes we're involved in here.
All right, thank you very much for that. Ken Gledhill, a seismologist from GNS, telling us exactly what's going on and saying that this is to be expected.